Welcome to the boxing bookie. That was a really fun night of boxing. That was really fun tonight. I gotta say, I just enjoyed that tonight. Yeah, I think ultimately I had it 95, 94, 5 rounds to 5, but the in the Muay Thai Farmer fight, right about 95, 94, Maya Toya. I think with the point deduction, and I didn't hate the point deduction. Um, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't my favorite either. So I that was the difference in the fight for me. I know a couple of the judges had a little wider. I thought there was a lot of close rounds that could have went in a variety of ways. So I didn't hate the scorecards. I thought after that point deduction and then after Muay Thai um, wobbled them in that last round, I said, okay, Muay Thai wins the fight, and that's how they had it. What up, Rocket? How we doing our parlays? How do we do on our parlays? DB Boxing in the house. Assad is in the house. A bunch of the regulars. Thank you guys for joining in. It was a good day. We hit on our lock of the week. So remember to tip your gambling advisor. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. He likes that. He definitely likes that. Yeah, if they made that fight, Rocket says Tevin was giving him problems. Yeah. Those odds, I said that's why I didn't touch that fight. I didn't do a video on it. I didn't put it in my lock. I told anyone and everyone who asked me about the fight to stay the hell away from that fight. Look, if this is Tevin Farmer from a couple of years ago, Tevin Farmer beats Maitaya. And he's only had a couple of fights. He's been inactive, but he's been active recently after a long layoff. But he hadn't fought anybody. He's been active against nobody, against sparring partners. I really didn't know what to make of this fight. I thought, 2-1 would be good odds for Raymond Muay and they came out with these obscene odds. He was like plus 1,200. It was like minus 1,200 and plus 950. It was like crazy odds in favor of Muay Thai. I'm like, stay the hell away from that. Like, stay off of that. Stay off of it. And Muay Thai got the win, but it was close. It was competitive. It was a fight. It was a tussle. Couple of things that we know for sure is that we're going to see Tevin Farmer again in a big fight. I can guarantee you that. And we're going to see Muay Thai, I think, take a little step back in his level of competition. How old is Muay Thai? I'm going to look it up right now. Raymond Muay Thai is 27. So he's at his peak. He might not. He's just that might be it. This might be as good as it gets. He's just going to be short of a world title. Yeah, he's 27. I mean, he's not a baby. He's not a pup. He's at his best. It's kind of maybe this is what he is. Rocket coming in with the super chat. Shout out, Rocket. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, my man. As always. How'd you do? We hit $9.99, $10 super chat from Rocket. How'd you do on your parlays? We hit our lock of the week again. I gave 2 locks. One had Janabek, and if you take Janabek out of it, it hits. Then I gave you guys another lock this morning in the Patreon. If you're a Patreon, we hit that lock too. The odds weren't spectacular, but I wanted to make you guys some easy money. After last week, we got robbed from the Oshaki Force. I just wanted to get everyone back in the win column, make y'all some easy money. We were able to do that. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm definitely looking forward to next week. We keep this thing going. Once a month or so, I miss on a lock. Once every 2 months, I miss on a lock. And this, last week, I missed over a horrible, bogus decision. The lock was good. Yeah. Good. I know you like to really roll the dice a little bit on some crazy parlays. When they hit. But I felt good on this week's lock. I just wish the odds were a little better. I thought there were some give-me's. I thought if you're parlaying stuff, the over or the to go the distance in the Sky Nicholson fight was a given. Sky Nicholson doesn't hurt anyone in the ring, it was a world title fight. They're not as one-sided as it was, and that fight was one-sided. They're not going to stop it. And the corner's not going to quit. And she was never in a ton of trouble. She was just completely outclassed and outmatched Diana Vargas. But it was never a point where it looked like she may stop it or anything like that. It was clear that fight was going to go the distance. and Nicholson was going to win the decision, and that's exactly what happened. Then we had Sheehy and Hackett, who were in a little bit tougher than expected, especially with Sheehy. We're called Kuros. He came to fight, and when these veterans come to fight and they come to win and not come to collect a paycheck, they can make life tough for you. And you saw early in that fight, he's making the type tough for Sheehy, and Sheehy was going to be in a type. He was going to be in for a fight, and Hackett. Well, Hackett won. He won convincingly. Hackett may not be it. I know he came with a lot of hype. A lot of people really liked Jaleel Hackett. A lot of people thought highly of him. I want to let y'all know Jaleel Hackett might not be the one. He might not be it. I like him. He's got some decent skills. He's got some speed. He may not be the one. Just to put that out there. I like the guy. Hope for the best. Wish him the best. He's not it. He's not the one. But yo, tell me about y'all before we get into Tevin Farmer, and Tevin Farmer was spectacular in that fight. So I do want to make note of that. Absolutely spectacular in that fight. Tell me about your successes. Who made money tonight? Anyone make good money tonight? Rocket, Assad, Muscles. Who made money tonight? Hoping Rocket made some money. Hoping everyone made some money. Tonight was a good night to throw together a parlay. Everything came in as expected for the most part. All the favorites won. Who made some money tonight? My boy, Ryan Hong is here. No, he lost. Unanimous decision. Close, though. I had it 95-94. The 1 point deduction being the difference. Really, really close competitive fight, though. They got ultimately. I think they got it right. Ultimately, I thought with the point deduction, and then Muay Thai with landing the big shot in the final round. I said, okay, Muay Thai is going to win this fight. I said it to Muscles. I texted him like, Muay Thai is going to win. I thought that was a 50-50 fight, and it played out that way. It's a very, very close, very, very competitive fight. Farmer lost. Yeah. Here we go. Did we make money? I want to hear. Did you use my lock? Which, of course, yeah. If they make that fight, Shakur and Muay Thai, that should not be done. They should not make that fight. That is not even close. I'll give you one, Rocket. If it happened next, Keyshawn versus Muay Thai, how does that go down? Who you like in that fight? I think that's a good fight for him. I think Shakur Stevenson would be an ugly, brutal outclassing, and no one would enjoy it. I'm not down on Shakur. You know, I know after the last performance, which I thought was an A+ performance, I really did. People are down on Shakur because he's so boring. Jerry Cooney was on press row with me. He tapped me on the shoulder on his way out of the Prudential Center and said, Shakur's got to be better than this. It's still entertainment at the end of the day. And he was saying the performance was fine, but it is not entertaining. To make a baseball analogy, Shakur Stevenson is Greg Maddux getting 27 batters to ground out to the second baseman. The fans don't want that. They want Roger Clemens coming in and striking out 20. And Shakur Stevenson is not that. Great calls for the fights on your earlier show. Appreciate that. Here we go. Appreciate that. Keyshawn beats Muay Thai. I think so too. I'm not the biggest Keyshawn guy, but I think very clearly he beats Muay Thai. He's not, and like he said, he's 27. Here we go. Says Muay Thai is just not ready for that top talent. He's 27, so it's like, when's he gonna be ready? You know what I'm saying? He's in his physical peak now. 27, another year of, but like if he's struggling this much with Tev, where are you gonna go? And he's still gonna win. So, I think he gets a big money fight at this and maybe with Keyshawn, maybe with Shakur, and he gets dominated, and then he goes back. That's kind of where I see him at. Rocket, I love Shakur. If he lets his hands go a little more, he will be good. Even his granddad said this. Yeah, the problem was like, there was never any trouble. He was never getting hit much. He was never getting hands put on him. It wasn't like, every time he let his hands go, he'd eat something in return. He was in complete control. Like, step on the gas a little bit. I agree with that. I agree with like, but that being said, he fought a good fighter and dominated, like absolutely dominated every from the fourth round on, right? Starting in the fourth round through the end of the fight, he won every minute of every round. It wasn't close. So it's like it's hard when you're fighting a legitimate opponent, and Artem is not the world's best fighter, but he's decent and he's confusing and he can trouble you. And to dominate every single round like that, it's not easy to do, and Shakur's able to do it. I understand it's not sexy, it's not entertaining, I suppose, but it is dominant and it is impressive. Let's go. I know Muscles made some money today. Tank knocks him out. Muratalla? Oh, yeah, Tank kills him. If Tank doesn't kill him, if he's not dead, it doesn't count, to quote Mike Tyson. Great win tonight, fellas. Yeah. Muscles hit 14,000 on the boot stoppage, Sky on the money line, and Sheely on the money line. Hey, Muscles. Quick question for you. If you would have taken not Sky on the money line, but had you taken Sky to go the distance, how much better would that have paid? I'm just saying, you hit, we're good. I'm happy for you. You made 14K, but I told you that fight was going the distance, even though maybe it shouldn't have. We cash today, baby. Everyone gets paid today. Everyone gets paid. Last week, the bookies made out. This week, y'all made out. Y'all took down the bookies this week. I can see it. Yeah, he's got the receipts too. He texted me the receipts, and he's for real. He made 14K today. He bet 50, and he was sweating out the Sheehy fight. Yeah, my boy was sweating out the Sheehy fight. I was like, chill, he's gonna win. He got it. He had 50 grand on the line. So I get it, but yeah. $600 profit. Here we go. No, that's a good weekend. $600 is a good weekend, man. $600 is like 2 or 3 days pay for the average worker in America. So yeah, that's a good week, man. Damn, Muscles. That's what we do. And guys, don't forget to tip your bookie. Don't forget to I tip your gambling advisor. He appreciates that. He was. After the second round, he thought he was going to lose. I'm like, just chill. You're going to be all right. He came back and he dominated the second half of that fight. He needed to. The judges had it a little bit close. We got it. Everything went according to plan. Hackett won by decision. Sheehy won by decision. Sheehy by decision was minus 250. I really, really like that. I thought that was a really, really good bet. I really did. I thought Sheehy by decision was a gimme, and the odds were minus 250. It's not terrible. So I thought that was worth betting on. I didn't want to put it on the lock, but I really like that. Every single week. If you have not joined the Patreon, link is in the description. Join the Patreon. We get the lock of the week. We make money every week. This is what we do. It's pinned. Join the Patreon. $5 a month. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you the updated props. Had you not joined the Patreon, you wouldn't have gotten Sheehy on a money line. It was paid pretty well. But that's what I give you when you join the Patreon. So join the Patreon. Here we go, coming through with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Here we go. Everyone sharing the love on a big win like this. A big win. I appreciate that. Here we go. With the super chat. Rocket with the super chat. Y'all are the best. This Boots versus fight is going to be a toss-up, man. Are you talking about Boots versus Bud? Boots versus Bud. Yeah. You know what? Let's assess how Bud looks with Madrimov. That's not a give me. Now, Bud should win. Bud should beat Madrimov. But let's see how he's getting older. He's 37 now. Let's take this night by night with Bud. At 37, let's take this one fight at a time with Bud. Let's see how he looks against Madrimov. And then based on how he looks on Madrimov, we can make our decision on how he may look against Boots. Now, Boots and Madrimov couldn't be different. They couldn't be more different, right? But that's a great fight. Let's break it down a little bit. Madrimov, Boots stopped Avanesian in 5. Crawford did it in 6, right? We really can't. Boots looks more. I understand. I'm not saying the math that way. But here's what I mean. We think that Boots did a better job, looked more impressive than Bud did, right? Against Avanesian, against the same opponent. Crawford took him 2 minutes and 14 seconds longer. That's not a huge thing. It's really not. Very, very similar types of performances from the two of them. Very similar, very dominant. Yeah. Madrimov's got great feet. He's got great power. He gets in and out. It's not this, like, honestly, I know Spence is better than Madrimov, but just stylistically, where they are in their careers, this may be the toughest fight Bud's ever had. Sean Porter. But it's right there. Like, he should win. I'm going to pick Bud to win the fight. But this is a very, very difficult fight for Crawford. And that's why I want to see how he looks against Madrimov before I make a prediction on how he looks with Boots. This Madrimov, Muscles is right. That this Madrimov fight may not be as easy as we think. No, it's not going to be easy. If Crawford makes this fight look easy, that is very, very impressive. Oh, here we go. Hit an 8-leg parlay as well as plus 419, $50 for 257. Here we go. I want to hear about this. I'm interested. Tell me about this 8-leg parlay you hit. Damn. Look at that. 8-leg parlay. Look at here we go. Here we go. 8-leg parlay. I love it. I want to hear about this. What else do we have on this card? Sky Nicholson fought someone who was completely overmatched. Jaleel Hackett. Did anyone see the Khalil Cole fight? I didn't see it. How did Khalil Cole look? And that was the only other thing of interest on that card. Did anyone see Khalil Cole? Did he look good? I know he was fighting nobody. Yeah. What were the 8 legs? Were they all from tonight, or were they from previous nights? Were all 8 legs tonight? And then on the top ranked card, Sheehy. Yeah, the top ranked card, I understand Janabek got taken off. But that card was kind of whack. Like, it was kind of a dull card. Ruben Villa lost. That was a good fight. Ruben Villa lost. I told you guys to stay away from those 2 fights. I said stay away from Villa and stay away from Tevin Farmer. Both guys were in tough, for sure. Jonathan Lopez got the first round knockout. Sheehy, and I didn't see any of the earlier stuff. Javier Zamarone, Israel Mercado, Alberto Gonzalez, and Art Barrera. Yeah, really not a very exciting card for the top round, to be honest. That's not spectacular. That wasn't a spectacular card. But otherwise, good night. And then Friday we had boxing. We had the Albanian card Friday afternoon. Then we had the Talk Latino fight, and there was another DAZN card. It was a loaded night of boxing. Did anyone watch Talk Latino fight? Anyone check out Talk Latino last night? Nice fight there. It was a really good fight. Really, really good fight. Vulcan says, "Hey, bro, fumbled this week on UFC. He was winning and got subs. One bet cashed out and one missed. Cashed out the boxing bets, but I broke even. All right. I would have tripled. We'll try it again. Vulcan, we'll try it again. No worries. It happens. Hey, look, I'm the best in the world at this. I am literally the best in the world at this, and I miss. It happens. Like no one suits 100%. And suits 1,000. Babe Ruth has one of my favorite quotes of all time. Simple. I swing big, I miss big. Who cares? I swing big, I miss big. Who cares? Right? Like if you hit, great. You take your money and you go. If you miss, okay, we'll get it back next week. Who cares? Like, let's keep going. But yeah, if you want to come on again this week, Vulcan, I'd love to have you on, bro. It was good. I like that. We'll try again. We'll try it again next week. I don't know anything about UFC, so I got you for that. All right, here's the 8-leg parlay. This is what I was interested in. Here we go. 8-leg parlay. Via over 8.5. Bang. Christian Carto, money line. Jonathan Lopez, money line. Farmer over 8.5. Bang. Ennis KO, bang. Code KO, bang. It hit. It hit. Yeah. That is a pain in the ass. But I love to see that. So that is money right there. There's an 8-leg parlay. Bang. Great job. Here we go. Most of the other bets I shared cash. I think, good. Let's keep track of them. I had a perfect week. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but it happens. I'm just gonna leave that up there. I love to hear this. Look at that parlay he hit on. My man. Here we go. Yeah, I'm so glad I came through. It looked a little hairy in the first 2 rounds there. That was not his best performance, but you can see in the second half of the fight, specifically, he settled down, he dominated, but it's like, the second, third round didn't go well. It was realistic that he was down 3-0 and had to win the rest of the last 5 rounds, and he did. But yeah, I had him down 2-1. You could have him down 3-0 after 3, depending on how you scored the first. Indeed, I will keep track. Have a good night, bro. See you around again. Yeah, man. We'll do it again next. We'll be in contact. Probably Thursday again. I like Thursday. I will probably do it again Thursday if that works for you. So now I want to get into Boots. I want to get into Boots and Ennis. Boots, Ennis, and Terrence Crawford. First off, what do we think of Boots' performance? Give it a grade. He got hit a little bit more than I would like, but he's coming at you. He was clearly gunning for the knockout, and he got it. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night, Vulcan. I'm going to leave this one up here. I really like this. I'm just going to leave that up there. How do we grade? I would give the performance an 8.5. I thought an 8.5 out of 10. It's like a B or a B plus performance. It's good. It's not his best work. He got rid of a guy that was overmatched, who he should beat. But how would you guys score that performance from Ennis, and then moving forward, I know Rocket likes him, likes Bud to beat him. How do we feel about that potential fight, Crawford and Ennis, at 154? I would assume. For me, I want to sit and wait. Like I don't want to bet on that yet. Like I don't know. Right? I want to at 37. It's one fight at a time for Crawford. Like he fights once a year. Let's just look at each fight individually. I definitely pay attention to weight. Love seeing them sizing each other up. I made the call with Via. There you go. Here we go. Man, Boots kicked ass. How would you rate him? He got hit a little more. It's good. It was good. I don't think it was his best performance, but it was definitely good. Boots is special, so we expect special performances from him. Boots did 8.7. All right, so we're he's a little higher, but we're on the same page. Yeah, it's not for me either, Muscles, but there's money to be made, and I'm going to see if my boy Vulcan can show us how to make money on that. It's not my thing, but look, if he can show y'all how to make money on it, if y'all want to watch him week or two, let's see how he does. Again, I don't know anything about betting on the UFC, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut and let the experts deal with that. I know how to bet boxing. I know how to bet boxing, so I can show y'all how to make money boxing. Yeah, I want to go watch the co-fight. I had so much crap on today. I was watching the Met game. Then that started. I just had a ton of crap on. Some Russell. It's been a minute for him. Coming over from PBC. PBC fighters only fight once a year now, at best, unless you're David Benavidez, fight twice a year. But other than that, fight once a year, once 14, 16 months like that. You want 2-4 on the UFC card? All right. I knocked them all out of the park, but not trying to pat myself on the back. Yeah, Via won. No, Via lost. Roman Via lost. I'm thinking you said Farmer. No, Via lost. Via lost. Farmer lost. Via lost. Farmer lost. Via lost wide. He's lucky. People weren't watching that because his fight was ending right when Boots Ennis over on ESPN was starting. So factor that in. Yeah, here we go. How it all going? He had the TV and the phone going, ESPN Plus. So I always change it back and forth because I'm old and retarded, and I can't. My brain doesn't work that way. I can do it a little bit. I'd rather do it with my laptop and my TV. I'm thankful I didn't watch Via. He kind of got his ass kicked. Like it seemed like some of the early rounds were close. You could score him either way. It's like, okay, can Via just pick it up and dot? No, he couldn't. He got his ass kicked in the second half of that fight. It got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as the fight went on. It was not good. It was not good. It wasn't good at all. Other than that, I think I'm gonna get going soon. You guys have any last minute thoughts, comments, concerns, super chats, comments? Let me know what you guys think. World of Wrestling says he's surprised Via lost. Let me ask you this, Via. I'm gonna pull it up because I think this is interesting. I don't think he's very good, and I never really did. Like I've always felt like he was a creation. Here's his box rec. Here's his last several fights. This is not him. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Give me 1 second. 22-2. Here he is. Which one of these performances did he really impress you in? Right? So Brandon Valdez, Christian Cruz, like none of these fights were super impressive. He fought. This was on the Thompson Promotions card. He lost to Navarrete, which is kind of his best performance. There's a loss to Navarrete. Luis Roberto Lopez, that was a long time ago. And then he had all of these wins on those Thompson Promotions, those bad promotion cards. Like, where's the performance that really impressed you? Yeah, he wasn't first to the punch. You're right. He was not. Seemed like Villa was fighting against a veteran. He seemed like he did not seem like the veteran. He seemed to get outsmarted and outskilled in that fight. Yeah, we can do that. If you guys, look, underdogs are underdogs for a reason. But you guys want to target one, in addition to that, I can give you. You want something with positive odds every week? Join the Patreon. If you guys are on the Patreon, join the Patreon. We'll target one underdog of the week. I'll put it in the Patreon. We can target one underdog every single week as a side bet. Not in addition to the parlay. I will give you guys a positive money bet, an underdog bet that I really like every single week. We can definitely do that. World of Wrestling. I like that idea. That's a good idea. See, this is why I stay on. This is why I stay on the streams, for good ideas like that. Shout out to you, World of Wrestling. All right. So, again, I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys have any last minute thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, super chats, leave them now or forever hold your peace, because I'm already over a half hour on this stream. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate the super chats. Shout out to y'all. If you have any last minute thoughts, comments, questions, super chats, leave them now. Forever hold your peace, because I'm going to wrap this up in just a few seconds. It was a good night. Hit my parlay. I gave y'all 2 parlays. Hit both of them. Sheehy, Hackett, Sky Nicholson on the money line. Sky Nicholson to go over. Sky Nicholson to go the distance, actually, and Boots Ennis by stoppage. It hit. Bang. Here we go. Yeah, here you go. Muay Thai not ready for the big boys. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. He's going to get a big fight next. I truly believe that. What comes next for him is a big money fight, and he's going to lose. He's going to lose. I don't see it any other way. I haven't really reviewed him. I was so hyper focused on this week after losing Oshaki Foster last week. I just wanted to make sure I got this week. But I'm gonna start looking at him tomorrow. I'm gonna start looking at him, start checking him out tomorrow. So I will let you know. Look, there's always a bull market. Let's pull it up real quick. I haven't even looked at it. Let's take a look at it real quick. Ah. Y'all want to bet on beach volleyball and summer league basketball? Okay. Chantel Cameron on the money line. You gotta love that. Liam Davies and Shabazz Mashad. That's an interesting one. I don't know. Ashley Lane and Andrew Kane. That's something we could look at. Nathan Haney and Brad Paulus. I'll definitely be doing a video on this one. Solomon Dakar and David Adelaide. I'll probably be doing a video on that one. And that's what we got. And then Jake Paul and Mike Perry. Hey, do we have a pro box? No, we don't have a pro box. We had a pro box this week, so there's no pro box this past week, so there's no one this coming Wednesday. And I will not be touching that. I can promise you that. So we got some interesting fights for sure. All right. There's not a ton of action next week, but we got some stuff we can make money on. We got some cards that we can make money on. Well, World of Wrestling. What do you got for me? I mean, I wasn't honestly, I wasn't thinking about adding the UFC guy. He came to me, he said he was good at it. He knows the UFC. He knows how to make money. So I gave him a shot. I give him. We'll do it again this week. If you want to come on my channel and you want to do some other sport and you think you're good at it, and you think you know what you're doing, I'll open up my channel to you. Like I'm into building bridges, not destroying them. So if you're good at betting a sport, I'll give you a shot. Why not? We can parlay all types of stuff. So yeah, if there's something that you want to do, any of you, anyone in here, let me know. Muay Thai decision did me good. Yeah, I laid off that because I thought that fight was 250-50 and I hated the odds on it. But if you take Muay Thai decision, then good for you, my man. Good. I didn't want to pull the trigger on it. I didn't like the odds on it. World of Wrestling. I like so to me, okay. I'm a huge basketball, baseball, football fan too. If you want to join me, World of Wrestling, I'm happy to have you on my channel. I'll host you, and we can take a look at your best. I mean, are you betting on summer league basketball? Because I would actually like to hear that. And then we got baseball, and then football's in the spring. But I mean in the fall. But if you want to do basketball and baseball, you want to do summer league basketball, I'll definitely have you on. I'm a basketball junkie. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm a basketball head. So yeah, if you want to talk basketball, I'll have you on. Just talk hoops in addition, and then we can parlay a basketball bet. Why not? All right, y'all. I'm on almost 40 minutes. All right, cool. I ain't summer league basketball either. Whether else the football really good, summer league basketball I don't touch. Is that pro football? Is that college football? World of Wrestling, pro or college football? Because I used to lose money all the time on football and baseball. It's just college football you can make money on. It's tough though. You got to parlay. You get your Alabamas, your LSU's. Those teams win every week. Just parlay them together and try to make some money on it. Both. Yeah, I'll have you on in the fall, bro. 100%. Come football season, I'm a Longhorns fan and a New York Jets fan. So I'll have you on if you want to talk. You want to talk betting football, pro, and NFL for sure, 100%. And I can hold that conversation with you a little bit better than I agree with. I can hold a conversation on basketball and football better than I can on UFC because I don't watch it all. Here we go. It says ball games are straight up gamble. I agree, especially baseball. I even bet I could. I can't hold a conversation on that, but yeah, I'll have you on. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up now. I'm almost at the 39-minute mark. It's been a long night. Watched a lot of boxing. Sat on the couch, did some push-ups. I appreciate y'all. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Any last-minute questions, comments, super chats, I'd appreciate that. It is July 13th, 2024. From Texas to the world, thank you, and God bless.